Hey y'all, Briston here, and today I finally got my hands on the newest set for the Gundam card game, GD04 Phantom Aria Booster Box. Very first time I'm going to be opening up a Gundam card game booster box on my channel. I am super excited for this. But before I begin, I'd like to kindly ask y'all, please like the video, subscribe to my channel. I am a growing content creator, and any and all help I receive, I greatly appreciate it. And a like and a subscription goes a long ways for me, and I really do appreciate if you do so. Anyways, I am super stoked about this. I've opened up Gundam card game packs throughout my channel, basically. I've been opening them since Dual Impact. I have been collecting since New Type Rising. Long story short, in my history of the Gundam card game, I tried to collect the cards way back when it originally came out last year. It was last year with New Type Rising. I could not find any packs whatsoever. I swear, just like how it kind of went with One Piece and stuff like that. Not that I play One Piece or collect One Piece, but like from what I was aware with the whole like scalping situation and whatnot, like everyone was just grabbing up any kind of like TCG that was like kind of big. And I thought I was kind of safe with the Gundam card game because besides Pokemon, I have several, like a handful of other loves, in Gundam is one of my other big loves in life. Or like at least like franchises I absolutely love, if that makes sense. And I thought the Gundam card game was gonna be absolutely ignored, like passed over, like no one's gonna care about it or whatnot. People are gonna go for Pokemon or Magic and stuff like that. I think One Piece was slowly coming into the scene at that time. No, it wasn't coming around there. I don't know. I don't recall, at least. But I thought it was gonna be safe. And when GD01 dropped, I thought I was gonna finally get my hands on some like sleeve boosters. Nope, not at all. My Walmart was just picked clean, and I could not find GD01 at all. And I guess, I don't know what happened exactly. I guess maybe like the Gundam card game wasn't as sellable or anything like that. But when GD02 dropped, there was like a surge of like, of course you can't find any packs, but then slowly but surely the packs came by like with every like kind of drop, and then no one really grabbed them. There were other people I not that I recognized or saw or whatnot, but like I started seeing the packs slowly deplete. And if you remember my previous ones where I was able to like buy like quite a bit, I was able to, like when I first saw them, I grabbed like a handfuls and stuff like that as much as I could. And then over time I was like, oh yeah, they're finally available. So then I made it a point where like every single time I made a trip to Walmart, I would just grab a pack. Neither of my card shops in my area actually support this card game, unfortunately, so I could not find anybody that would be willing to like pick up a box or anything like that. Well, to be honest, I never really asked them, except for one shop I did, and them getting a box from Bandai was like nigh impossible. The only other place I did know was like another city over, or like a few cities over, and it's like a hour and a half to 2 hour drive. So I was like, can't play the game anywhere in my area. Can't find the cards almost anywhere except for like single booster sleeves at Walmart or at GameStop, where GameStop's like ridiculously overpriced. But finally, I went around like I've been on TCG Player and stuff like that, and they just had Mayhem recently, so I picked this up on Mayhem Day is what I did. I'm super excited because like I was tempted on getting like Steel Requiem or Dual Impact. I changed my mind on all of that because, like, you know what? I want to get a set that I did not get my hands on. I want to be able to open a fresh box, not having any of the cards, looking at all the new stuff, basically, and then also getting, like, some amazing hits potentially. So it's like, what better than an actual booster box and stuff rather than buying individual sleeves? Nothing wrong necessarily with individual sleeves. It's just that you have a better chance of getting, like more of the secret rares, essentially, or the pluses in the Gundam card game, to be more specific. So this is actually not technically my first box, though. I do have a box of New Type Rising, but by the time I got that box, I was already like buying singles of New Type Rising for my own personal like collection. So it's like, okay, well then I might as well just hold on to the box. I've been thinking about like picking up one of those like acrylic like booster box holders, just so I can have the New Type Rising on my shelf displaying and in safe keepings, basically. I do have kids, so it's like, I don't want this, I can't display things really because I don't want them to grab or like break it or whatnot. So like, I'm still in that phase right now, but like, I would love to actually just display that one alongside with my, I got one with, I think it was Gundam Assemble with the Zeonic Rush Xeon is icon of Xeonifront, but a Xeonic Rush deck. And I'm like, ooh, I kind of want to open it, but at the same time too, like, it's a really cool collectible to me. Because like just like the Gundam card game, I can't find Gundam Assemble anywhere. I can't find it. I can find Gundam models, but I cannot find Gundam Assemble. Anyways, enough of me gabbing. Y'all want to watch me open up this box. I have not collected anything from Phantom Aria yet. This set had just came out. I want to say it came out last month, if I remember correctly. It's either last month or 2 months ago it came out. My brain kind of derped. I'm like, it was a set I kind of slept on. I do have some sleeve boosters that I was picking over time. I was like, I'll do like one of my bigger videos, but then I didn't realize I can go on TCG Player and pick up boxes. So I'm like, oh, dude, sweet. I can finally get my hands on a box, and that's what I did. Anyways, let's go and crack this one open. As far as I know, this one set features mostly with Victory Gundam, and is Turn A not on here? I know these are the 3 sleeve covers because I've seen them, and I've gotten a handful of them too, but Turn A is another focus on the set too. So we got Victory is the primary, and then Turn A was the next one, and then sidelining with Gross Sea Destiny, Gundam Sea Destiny, and Unicorn Gundam as well. Ooh, excited. You know what I'm gonna do? I want to kind of do like this. I'm gonna do like an actual little card shop thingy. Oh, oopsies. I need to do one more. There we go. Ha ha! For those you don't know, I'm pretty sure most of you who are watching do know. I'm gonna have it like this a little bit. The booster boxes have 24 packs in them. So I'm gonna bend this over like this. And let's just go for it. I have no idea what cards are in this set. I don't have like a little deck list or something like that I've seen before, kind of like with Pokemon, where the ETBs would have like a card list, like a physical card, like a visual card list. So I don't have anything to go off of. I'm not gonna use my phone to have the run. I just want to open up these packs, just see what cards we get, and just really talk about Gundam. I love talking about Gundam. I feel like I'm alone in my own little island. It's kind of funny, like in the era of the internet, and I still feel alone talking about Gundam. Like when I say that, I'm like, I want to talk to actual people, like in front of me, basically, about Gundam. None of my friends really care about it, or my wife doesn't care for it. She might watch some of the series. I've actually got her to watch some of the stuff too. Like I got her to watch mostly the Build Fighters series. I don't think she saw Divers and Divers Re-Rise, but she did see Build Fighters and Build Fighters Try, which she actually enjoyed, and then that's what also got her to do model like gunpla building with me as well. So that was really, really nice. But that's pretty much it. I don't really have anybody else really talk to about Gundam, which is really, really sad. So I do enjoy yammering and talking about Gundam. I also do know that there's a couple of the newer sets that are coming out. Like I think it was like STO 10 and 11, but it's going to be off of if I'm saying this, SD Gundam G Generation Eternal, or G Eternal, I can't remember. I do play the game on my mobile now, as of like last month and a half or so. Having a lot of fun with the game because it's basically a Super Robot Wars, or I guess the SD Gundam series as of most recent in the last like 4 or 5 years. Because I know like SD Gundam Cross Rays and Cross Generations, I think is the 2 that came out on Steam for an example that I'm aware of. But they're doing the new set. It's a specialty set, and it's being tied into SD Gundam G Generation Eternal. They did some promotional cards. I picked them up like single wise, and they were doing like a promotional for that tied into the game. But let's go ahead. I'm gonna put this aside here. 24 packs. Let's make sure I don't make a mistake. Yes, I'm gonna use a scissor because man, these booster packs are an absolute pain to open up on their own. Alright, this one we got spoilers. We know we got ourselves a token. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so let's go through. Dude, I opened this up and here I go. I see Slugger right there, and it looks like it's the scene where he kind of woos or like gives Mirai his ring before, you know, his last fight at Solomon here. Kind of looks like that to me. Alright, next one up. Gundam Exia, just slashing it up there. Looks like he's just taking out the Union flag, I think. Looks like it from here. How about Argoy? We got a flat. You know what? Alright, so I know a lot of people would talk about Turn A Gundam and they would like kind of gush about Turn A Gundam, like, oh, it's the best, or some people would say it's the worst. Honestly, I'm in the middle boat. I did enjoy Turn A as a series. I actually did. For those of you who don't know, I've actually reviewed, I forgot, it was like 33 or 34. Like, at the time, I reviewed every single Gundam series, OVA, movie, ONA, every single one of them. A lot of them I'm rewatching for the umpteenth time. Some of them I watched brand new. Like, for example, was Kukuro Doan's Island, the remake of the infamous Lost 13th episode of Mobile Suit Gundam. But I think the only series I did not watch at that time, because it was still coming out, was Witch from Mercury. That was the only one I didn't watch. Right now, I think the only thing I have not watched currently is Witch from Mercury, G-Quacks or GQUX. I don't know how to enunciate that one. I think they did the compilation movies for Rikongi Sunji and the new Hathaway movie. I have not had a chance to go to the theaters. I don't think any of my theaters actually has that, to be honest. So I know they were also giving away cards for the Hathaway's release as well. I would love to see that one. And I think I've seen everything at this point, though. Yeah. So going back to Turn A, though, I remember a lot of people talk about like Turn A, like, oh, it's, you know, the penultimate. It is the penultimate in the entire Gundam franchise. It is the final series, in my opinion. Per Tomino, before he talked about Rikoki Yusenji, he's going AWOL at that point. But then again, he's kind of a little AWOL to begin with. But I know, I forgot his name, but like Sigmed, the art design for a lot of the mechs in that series was the guy who did Blade Runner artwork and stuff like that. And to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the Turn A art, like Turn A suits. I think the only one, well, that's not even not counting because it's from ZZ Gundam or Double Zeta, is a Kapul. I love Kapuls. Besides the Bjorner, or the Zaku too, but of course. Anyways, that's an okay design. I thought it was kind of weird. It vibrates to defend itself, though. Anyways, I think this is also another good card. I saw, again, I don't play the card game. I've been wanting to play the card game. I know that there's this online game, or not online game, like an online website you can actually play the card game a bit, so you can get familiar with it a bit. I've been meaning to do that, but I just haven't had the time to do it. But I know I think this one's replacing the Rick Diaz, from my understanding here, because it's a newer blocker, cheaper blocker too. Oh, Strike Team. Poor Strike Team. We got Junko here. If I'm not missing, that's Junko. I forgot her name. I'm not too familiar, and I think that's their gun. Is it a gun blaster? I can't remember. Victory Gundam is not my strongest word. I've seen the series like 3 times at this point. Chuy's Demi Trainer. This is from Witch from Mercury. I've not seen that one there. Zaccarello, though. These guys are creepy looking. They remind me of giant water bugs. Marbet! I forgot his name, and him just outwardly like telling us, like, I would, like, after all this, I would you have my baby and stuff like this. Like, wait, what? And this is the very end of the series, though. But yeah. Oh, pretty boy Garma Zombie. You know, a lot of people talk about Char clones. No one talks enough about Garma clones. There's actually quite a bit of Garma clones throughout the entire Gundam franchise. But yeah, I'm like, it's kind of funny. And some of them, all of them have adoration for the Char clone. Some of them live, some of them die. You know, it's kind of a look at the draw there. And the Shroom Gallus. This is from Neo. I guess this is from Unicorn. I don't remember seeing this one. Maybe it was at the Torrington base attack, basically, but I don't recall seeing it. The Trinity Warship, that's from Double O, if I'm not mistaken here. Victory Gundam Hexa. I always thought it was kind of funny with Victory Gundam 2. It's another one I didn't care for, but man, it is probably one of the darkest Gundam series, right next to Iron-Blooded Orphans. I know a lot of people go like, oh really, Iron-Blooded Orphan person? I'm like, well, it's between Iron-Blooded Orphans, Victory Gundam, or Zeta Gundam. Those are probably the darkest of them all, but Victory and Iron-Blooded Orphans has probably the worst body counts, like, in the entire Gundam franchise. Like, man. And some of the ones in Victory Gundam, I had to take a deep breath. It's like some of those moments, like, wow. Wasn't anticipating that. Wasn't anticipating to see, like, pilot hamburgers and stuff like that, man. But aside from that, weren't too crazy about the designs for a lot of the mobile suits in Victory Gundam 2. I do like some of the designs open out a whole lot. Funny enough, with Victory Gundam, I also like how they made it very much like kind of like a regular mobile suit. Like it's a Gundam class, but it's like it's not so strong or anything like that. It's just more modular. It kind of harkens back to the original Gundam with like the core booster and stuff like that. And with Gundam Hexa here, it's just another. I forgot what is his name. He pilots it. I don't think they say it right here. No, they don't say it right here. But actually, this is our rare in our pack. I know I've been yammering for the last, like, I can see the timer right now. It's like 17 minutes, I think. And so in the first pack. Anyways, this is our rare though. We got ourselves Victory Gundam Hexa, and then we got our first LR. Man, first one in the entire box here. We got the Gundam DX, or the Double X Gundam. Ooh, very nice. And our token here, we got parts. Victory Gundam parts. Yeah, let's get things sleeved up here. And here we go. This is the current board state right now. If you're not too terribly familiar, I'm going to try and see if I can keep that one focused with everything in here. I kind of like to keep everything kind of like just one of everything in the sense. So we got our common, our token here, rare, and then our LR, anything additional we go for. And then just the best of the artworks too. So out of all of them, I think Slugger has probably the best swagger look right here. I almost gave it to the Strike team, but at the same time, I was like, let's just give it to this. Of course, our only rare and our only LR. We're not going to go in a row. We're going to kind of like go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So it feels nice to open up packs again too. I've been so busy for the most part. It's not even funny. I barely even have time to open up stuff or even filming opening stuff up too. So we got ourselves a resource at the end. I know we got a little bit of spoilers. All right, here we go. Let's take a look. Whoa. Oh, it's so it's the Trinity, I guess, the three crazies, and this one's gonna be more Jonah Trinity here. Of course, they got to give Nana the little upper shot there. All right, Industrial 7, interesting. I can't pinpoint what series this one is. I want to say it looks like from the original Industrial 7. It probably is Unicorn, probably. I could be wrong about that one. I don't recall, to be honest. 9th Tactical Testing Sector here, Academy. Probably is going to be Witch from Mercury here. Another Slugger. Hein Wethenfluth. Whatever. Destiny. Hot garbage. By the way, I think I can't remember, but Destiny's still probably high up there with the worst Gundam series out there. Double Zeta is pretty high, but honestly, Double Zeta is redeemed by the last arc or last 13 episodes of the entire series. It is a very rough watch to begin with, to be honest, but there is nothing redeeming about Destiny really, other than the suit designs. But guess what? The suit designs is not really redeeming because all it is just revamped versions of mobile suits we already have existing in the UC. So that doesn't really count, and Destiny Gundam is just kind of a collage of all these other existing Gundams. So yeah, complete ripoff for Destiny. Blech. Hey, Soche! Man, I feel bad for her. She gets the short end of the stick. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but if y'all seen Turn A Gundam, you know what I mean. You know if you know. Poor Soche. Got Martabet again. The Frieden 2 as it takes off into space. Man, that last arc for Gundam X, man, that goes at like neck-breaking speeds. Like I enjoyed X so much up until like the last I think it was like 11 or 12 episodes, to be honest. And that's because if some of you don't know, Gundam X did get canceled, and to prevent as it's approaching cancellation, it kind of like sped run the final arc. So if you all kind of feel like, whoa, that last arc was really, really fast, that was the reason why. It kind of sucks that it, oops, I apologize. I'll fix that. It kind of sucks that they did have to cancel Gundam X there. It was the last of the 3 new AU series during the mid-90s between G, Wing, and then X, and X got the X. That's kind of sad. Man, I loved all 3 of those AU series. They were all rock solid. Anyone who talks ish about G Gundam, you can burn. You can burn. Oh, Palacis, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, she is in X. I can't remember. Was she pilot? Is she the pilot? I can't remember. It's been a while. All right, and we got Psycho Gundam for the G-Quacks. Wow, it looks like a Sentinel. Like I think this is a movie or OVA. I don't know. I haven't had a chance to see it. It hasn't come stateside. I don't think it will be for a hot minute, but yeah. And yes, I'm a lazy Gundam watcher. I won't watch it until it gets dubbed for the most part. I can watch it subbed, but then I have to go hunt for it, and I'm lazy. I'm just that lazy. Too bad Right Stuff. I remember when Right Stuff had the ownership or licensing to it. Originally it was through Bandai Sunrise, and then they went licensing went to Right Stuff for several years, and then they got bought out by Crunchyroll, and that kind of went away, which is sad. All right, our first rare, we got the GN Armor Type 0 Trans Am. Some crazy stuff. And then our oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. It's the original Gundam, the RX-78-2 Gundam, and it's the final shooting, dude. This is so boss. Oh my god. This is awesome. I love it. Right now, this is probably my favorite card right now of the LRs. I don't know what else we'll be seeing, but this is my favorite run right now. Final card here, we got a Victory Gundam resource. Man, that final shooting Gundam. You know, real quick too, before I get this guy sleeved up, everyone calls it Grandpa Gundam as well too. In all honesty, I don't know why I get offended by hear the word Grandpa Gundam or what. I'm like, I always called the original Gundam, like it's either the original or the old Gundam. I always refer to like the RX-78-2, that sort of thing. But Grandpa, I don't know why. I just get it's a flustering term to me for some reason for this Gundam. But man, such an awesome pull. Let's go ahead and get these guys sleeved up. And here we go. This is our current board set here. Unfortunately, the GN Armor does not beat the Gundam Hexa. I got our good old final shooting Gundam right there. We got our resource right here. And Pala does beat out for Slegger's Swagger. I don't know. Pala looks kind of cute here. A little glinting and sparkle right here. I'm like, sure, let's go. Throw in a cute Gundam girl, because there's not that many Gundam girls out there, to be honest. I mean, there's a decent amount, but not many notable ones, I guess. All right, let's go ahead. We got ourselves another token I could see, at least. And let's keep going. All right, we got GN Armor Type E. I feel like this was in the previous set, was it not? I can't recall. All right, Agrisa. Hip Heavy, oh my gosh, they added an airplane. An airplane out of all things. You know, we did have like the core fighter booster and stuff like that. We're adding the airplane from Turn A Gundam. Or is it? This is Militia. Yeah, it has to be Turn A Gundam, because I don't recall this in Victory. Doesn't recall. Yeah, maybe League Military if it was. Tokuwan. Oh, perfect. So is that the Big Row going to be in this one then? I don't remember Tokuwan actually wearing that helmet. I wonder if this is supposed to be like G-Quacks or something like that. Dude, that is perfect. If for those you don't know, Tokuwan is the one that pilots the Big Row when he fights against Amuro. In only one episode that the Big Row really showed up in, really. But this one's actually fighting against a GM. Looks like this might be at a Baku or Solomon. I can't tell. Machine Doll Squad. Is it Maishe? I cannot see any. This one's got a little dusty a bit too from the pack opening a bit, whatnot. But yeah, she looks like a doll in this one. It's kind of crazy, but that is her though from Turn A. Or no, yeah, it's Turn A. Yeah, Diane character. Yeah, Turn A. I'm going crazy. I'm like, no, it's not. So it says Militia though. Hold on, real fast. It does say Militia, so maybe that was from Turn A, but I don't remember Hip Heavies in Turn A. Oh no, I'm thinking Victory Gundam. I'm getting the mix up now. My God. By the way, it is late, folks. It is currently, I believe it's over 12 right. Yeah, it's 12:15 right now, so it's late. I'm tired. We got the Gundam Aerial Rebuild. Lanceris. Sorry, is that a dude or a chick? I can't tell. Alright, we got Turn A Gundam. I wonder if they were gonna get like some really, really cool ones. So I actually have like from the old school Gundam War card game, I have the Turn A Gundam with like the nukes in its chest. If you remember in Turn A Gundam where they recovered nukes and then they were trying to like take it safely to say they don't detonate, basically. But I wonder if they have like a really, really cool looking turn A card. All right, so Reformationist here for the Celestial Being with Aeolia Shinberg, if I remember his name correctly. Yeah. Oh, cool. So we got our first rare, or a rare here is going to be the Gundam Leopard Destroy. Funny enough, in all honesty, I mean, Leopard Destroy is kind of cool. I just don't like the color scheme. I like Leopard's color scheme better than Destroy. But when it comes to Airmaster, the regular Airmaster is so cool looking compared to Burst. I don't like Burst at all. Burst is lame looking compared to the original Airmaster. Anyways, moving on to our next card. Dude, look at that. So freaking nice. The Banshee Norn in Destroy mode. Dude, that's so awesome. It almost looks like it's full armored, but it's not full armored, but man. So cool. And our final card here for our resource. Oh no, sorry, it was a token. It was the wire guided arm. And that looks like Xiong's arm, if I'm not mistaken. So I wonder if Xiong's in the set too. That'd be kind of cool. Let's get these guys sleeved up. And here is our current board state. Not a whole lot of change. I had to move some stuff around just so I can fit some stuff. I have a funny feeling we're going to get a lot more LRs and whatnot. So I'm going to try to make as much space as I can here. But we got our Banshee Norn here. And I didn't really change up a whole lot. I did get a resource right here, but I don't think it's going to be out of terribly too much. Let's go ahead. I don't remember which side I grabbed it from, but I'm assuming I had grabbed it from there. So that's probably my best guess. I'll try and get my pack openings right around here so you guys can see it. All right. Yes, we got spiritual support. I mean, I can understand why Bright was looking that way at Mirai. I mean, but seriously though, interesting that they have it this way for Mirai. I mean, we've seen a lot of times like usually we do see it from our backside too, but like on the upper shot, like basically like cutting it off like that much, or from the front side of the port, if I'm saying the nautical terms for the boat correctly, or a ship. Oh, this is pretty cool. Oh, this is a base? Okay, so we got the Jaburo base. This is one of their hidden entry points that the white base enters into. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize my hand was that low. I just washed my hands recently, so I'm like, okay, I need to make sure I'm not too much moisture on the cards here. We got Virtue Gundam here. The artwork looks interesting. I don't know why it looks like it's skinny on the waist for some odd reason. All right, Zaza? I can't enunciate this little guy here, but this is the one that's attacking the Torrington base. Zolot. Is this Marbut's? I think this is Marbut's Zolot, because that's her colors, if I'm not mistaken here. Alvator. Oh, I think I just saw something there. And the Gondolvola. What is this one? Oh, it's probably Witch from Mercury. I just saw the title here. A Baoku. That's pretty cool. I wonder if they made it like a full art version of it, or like a U plus for this one. That'd be kind of cool. All right, we got a Gaplant. These guys are really, really cool. Oh, that's so cool. They did the joint hand so I can do a dual shot. Basically, that's so cool. Makes me think back to it was Gundam versus Zeta Gundam on the PlayStation 2. Freaking love that classic. All right, our next one here, we got Alleluia Haptimism, the crazier version of Alleluia. Our rare, we got the V-Gundam, which is one of the cooler looking ones. Just basically the gun cannon version of it with beam cannons. And then our next card here, we got Graham's Union Flag Custom 2, the GN flag. Very nice. I thought this was a Suano. It looks almost, I think it's the one before the Suano, probably. And then, our next one here, we got the Virtue Gundam for our resources. Let's go and get everything sleeved up. I know it's been a while. We've only gone through 4 packs so far. Not much, whole lot of change. I did change up the rare here, and I did put some spiritual support, folks. Just having fun with that one there. Just having fun with that one. Anyways, I'm going to try and not gab too much, just so we can kind of blitz through these packs a little bit too. But at the same time, too, I do want to just talk a little bit about Gundam. You know, whenever I see any pit stops to get me to talk. I'm pretty sure, like, once I run out of, like, the cards, like, running to more repeats, we're going to have a lot less of that. So I'll go through it faster. I do apologize, but I like to take my time opening stuff, especially opening up a box. We got Zaccarello again here. Xavier's Giant, Hakuji packs, G-Quacks. It's such a weird looking Gion though. I can't put my finger on it. Alright, Garma's Dop, that's pretty cool actually. The thing I always like anything that's UC based. We got the Gundam Dynamis with the full GN full shield. We got Inspector Gates Kappa, Cyber New Type. I'm trying to remember this character at all. It doesn't click with me at all, actually. Dude, that's actually awesome. Now, if this one's another plus, that'd be another cool one, too. I don't know how else they would do it, but this is actually pretty, awesome artwork of that little classic fight at the very end of the original Gundam. Gross, we got the Sword Impulse Gundam, the dollar knockoff of Strike, okay. Garma Zombie again. Oh, Luminaria Hawk. You know what, let me go ahead. She looks so happy right there. We're gonna go ahead and put Luminaria over our support here. Automatic change right there. Gundam Curious with the tail booster. All right, we got our first rare is gonna be the Silver Bullets. Next card here. Oh, dude, this is so nice. So we got the LR Plus Gundam DX. And what I really do like about that, we got Geralt and Tifa right there. This is so nice. Ooh, very, very nice. Our first LR Plus in the entire box right now. Very, very nice. Final card in the pack though. I thought I got another crazier token or crazier rare or whatnot, but nope, oh, it's just the Averon token here. Super nice. Let's get this sleeved up. All right, then we got everything set up here for the most part, but let's just take a look back at the LR Plus. Very nice. Our first one in the box right now, but this is awesome. I love the artwork on this one too. Other than that, you already saw me do the cheat or automatically just replace Mirai with Luminaria Heart. I feel like I'm just going to be replacing female characters. I should just start off, but you know what? I had to start off with Slegger with the swagger at least. And then any other female characters, oh yeah, sure, we'll throw them in there at that point. I haven't changed the rare though. I didn't care too much for the Silver Bullet versus the V-Dash. I do like the V-Dash better than the Silver Bullet. Why am I trying to open it up? I swear I was going to try and treat this like a Pokemon pack, and I'm like, no, I am not going to do that because these guys do not open up like a Pokemon pack, and they are very, very stubborn to open. I'm like, no. And yeah, I know some people are like, well, why don't you just rip it? I'm like, I treat my cards with a lot more care and respect, so I'm like, no, I ain't going to rip it up like that. Besides, me trying to rip that, I'm going to end up damaging all the cards in a row, so I'm like, nah, we're not doing this. All right, so Hindre right there. I got nothing to say about that. Chuchui's Demi Trainer again. Witch from Mercury. I can't really talk much about her. Witch from Mercury, unfortunately. But for the new one, the Gadil, Nero's gonna be scratching on his post that you're gonna be hearing. If you can hear him. The GM Armor Type E. Such a crazy. We got so many of these docking kind of ones. Same thing with in Seed and Seed Destiny, and I feel like they just kind of bite from Gundam 0083. But whatever. Soshi. We got Michael Trinity here. Hey, for the ladies also need some eye candy as well too, right? But it's gotta be crazy. Gundam Nadale. I always thought this was the crazy one. The one thing I do appreciate with Gundam 00 though was a lot of the whole biblical allegories. C did this too with the biblical allegories, but there's a lot of biblical allegories in 00, and then the whole thing about angels and stuff like that. So I thought it was kind of very interesting in that take with the they're not coordinators, they're the oh my gosh, my brain is not remembering what they were called specifically. Oh my gosh, innovators, if I remember correctly. Innovators, yes. It's been a while since I've seen 00. Oh, very nice. Oh, I love the shading on the Gundam here. This is so nice, and the coloring too really makes the Gundam pop out a lot. That's so nice. Oh, Alial Sanchez, you can burn, dude. You can burn. This guy is garbage, hot garbage. This dude. I don't know how well he plays the card, but the character is garbage. We got the Frieden too. Oh, cool. Okay, so we got Suletta Mercury, main character for Witch from Mercury here. For our rare, our next card here. Oh, oopsies, I took one too many. But we got Turn A as a resource. Awesome. And for the final card, whoop. Hey, okay, we got Gundam Exia here. This is kind of a crazy one. Almost looks like he has claws for hands. Cool. Let's go and get everything sleeved up. And again, our current board state, not a whole lot has changed. Let's go ahead and jump into our next pack over here. our token for the very end. And let's see what we get here. We start off with another Marvis Zolorat again. Alvator. GN armor type. Agrisa. Hip Heavy. Tokuwan, I will be laughing at this big row again. Sword Impulse Gundam. Garma. Luminaria Hawk for the luck. Gundam Curios. Oh, okay, so our first rare here, or the rare we got here, is Gundam Curious with Trans-Am mode, or in Trans-Am mode. And then our next one, oh, we got the Neo Xiong, or Xiong, for full frontal here. Crazy artwork on this one here. I love how the finger mega beam particle cannons are kind of like glistening. It's kind of hard to capture it, but looks so much nicer in person. Really, really nice. And the final card for our token here. We got an EX base. All right, let's get things sleeved up here. All right, and here is our new board state. Only got Neo Xiong in here. Nothing else has really changed up. We are running to a lot more duplicates now. So I think we've come to the end of seeing a lot of newer cards, except for the higher end ones. I could be wrong, but let's keep going. Let's see what we can find, what we can get, anything new, and talk about them series. All right, Gun Easy's. Actually, this is not, I don't know. Gun Easy looks all right for the most part. Like its designs, it's like kind of like a mishmash between a Gundam type and then like a GM almost. They look kind of like a little bulky at times from time to time, depending on what like the angle it's shot at. It's an okay looking suit. That was one thing I liked about Victory Gundam, was like a lot of the mobile suits were mass production types, or like, you know, like regular mobile suits. So like everything was destroyable, even the Victory Gundam, like I was trying to talk about earlier too. I just like a lot of like the vulnerability of those mobile suits, so it gives a lot more emphasis to the real robot genre. And it's kind of like, if you think back like Votoms for an example and things like that, where like the suits are very dispensable, and it gives that more of a viable threat of like, hey, these pilots are not invulnerable. They're relying not only on the machine, but they're really relying on their own skills. And those machines can get them killed if they're not good enough pilots. So that's why I like that level of excitement, and like the real robots, like no one's got a super mech and it's like they're not gonna die or what. I'm like, there's stakes on board, and that's what makes it interesting. Anyways, moving on from that one there, we got the G Falcon from X. Oh yeah, that's a pilot of that. So that's what I was like, what? She put. We got the Esperanza with Enil. I wonder if Enil's actually, I mean, they got her character trait right here, so she has to be in this set. Garma's Dop again, a Grisa, another spiritual support, a Baraku. You know the funny thing with a Baraku too, I don't have enough like forces around it. I don't see any of the mobile suits like getting deployed for the defensive line or whatnot. Elanceris, the Shuna Gallus again. Ooh, wait, what the? Why does the artwork look so crazy on this one here? A Moment of Rest. I think this is one of the SP cards, but this is not the SP version of it though. But it's nice to have Kika Katz and Let's right here. Great. Oh, and there's Mirai in the not Mirai, Frau Bo in the back. And there's the Gundam. Is this? Where the heck are they? And it looks like there's some kind of camouflage, so I can't tell. Like they're on a beach. So is it that one time where they landed on the beach? It's like kind of like that beach episode. And then Amuro goes off and he attacks the Xeon base, I think is what it was, if I remember correctly. But it's funny, like Kika and Let's are the only ones that will live amongst the three of them, because Kotz will show up again, and then, oh, the kind of spoilers there. Freaking hate Kotz in Zeta Gundam. Such an annoying brat. Okay, so we got we start off with our rare here with Overwhelming Pressure. What is this intense pressure? And this is actually the Unicorn versus the Neo Xiong. Xiong? I always say Neo Xiong, but I heard people enunciate it as Xiong. So, or the Japanese enunciation too. Our next card here. Ooh, we got the Penelope Flight Form LR. Very nice. Funny enough, when it comes to Hathaway suits, I'm not a fan of the Penelope or the G Gundam. I don't really care too much for their looks. But I absolutely do love the Gustav Karls. I don't know what it is of the Gustav Karls. They look silly and cool, even though they're considered, and I quote, outdated mobile suits by that time frame. I still like them. They're so cool looking. Also, with the Hathaway movie, at least with the first one, I can't talk to the second one, but I saw the first one. I really do like a lot of how like they put a lot of that real emphasis with the like beam weaponry, how it's kind of like very plasma-y and whatnot. Like that's such a cool approach. Besides, also the movie very espionage-y, so it's like so different compared to the other Gundam series. And we got the Banshee Norn or Unit 2 for the Unicorn Gundams here. Very nice. Let's get everything sleeved up. All right, we are running out of space on our board space here, so soon enough I'm going to be losing this slot out here just so I can put out more LRs for the showcase, and I might want to try and fix up so I can see a little bit more, but this is the best I can do right now. I did put in replacement here for the overwhelming pressure unit. Let me switch this around real fast, putting overwhelming pressure right over there, just so it kind of matches up with our Neo Xiong LR earlier we got. By the way, real quick too, because I didn't talk about this earlier, but I do have a secret weapon that's been on the sidelines. I don't know if you can kind of see, I just realized that there's like a reflection of it, but I do have my special lucky card. If some of you kind of remembered way back, but from GD02 is the rare A New Sign. And this is basically when the Zeta Gundam first appeared in Zeta Gundam. And if I remember, it was episode 26, 27? I could be wrong about that. And I think the episode was called A Sign of Zeta, or like it was either A New Sign or A Sign of Zeta. I can't remember. It's one of the two. But for those who don't know, I'll just tell you real quick. This is my good luck card. When I had pulled this in a set of packs I had for GD02, subsequential packs, and these are just sleeve boosters, I got amazing pulls after that. So I got this card kept in a very nice acrylic here. I have a bunch of these, so like I'm going to keep this, and this is what I keep with me, and I bring with me from time to time for good luck. So this is actually sitting off on the side over here. I almost want to kind of bring it over into play, but it's right there for good luck. It always brings me good luck. I mean, we're getting pretty lucky right now. I know some people say, like, some of y'all go like, well, they're just LRs, Brist, and everyone gets LRs in a box. And I'm like, you know what? Considering that I've only ever opened up sleeve boosters, and getting an LR, or let alone a plus would be amazing. I'd get lucky enough to get an LR. I'm super stoked about all of this. So either way, I know some people don't have that experience necessarily, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Oh, there we go. We got a resource next. So our next set of cards, we got Big Row. We got Meisha. Terrible names. Zaccarello, Xavier's Gion, Garma's Dop, Gundam Dynamis, Gundam Nautilus, Original Gundam. All y'all such, just go away. Freedom 2. Ooh! Graceful Demeter. We got Diana Counter, and I forgot what was her name again too. It's Soche's sister. Holy, oh my god, I can't remember. And I've seen like Victory, I've seen Tourney like 4 to 5 times at this point. I can't remember her name. That's okay. But either way, this is a fantastic card. I'm actually loving this rare. I actually might replace Illuminari. This is fantastic. I love this one right here. And then our next card here, we got Nana Trinity here. the ladies, right? Banana, rule, gentlemen, never go after crazy. Never go after crazy. And then our final card here, we end off with a resource here, is the Gundam Fyrak. Very nice, very nice. Let's get everything sleeved up. Alrighty then, and here is our board state. Nothing really changed other than we did replace Luminari with the graceful demeanor between Diana Counter and Soche's sister. I can't remember her name off the top of my head right now. It's not coming into my mind, but that's okay. That's okay. Ooh. All right, here we go. All right. And we start ourselves with the GM3. Dang. Being a boss there, cutting up what looks to be like a Zaku 1 maybe? I can't tell. All right, we got backup. All right, ladies, helping out everyone on the Freedom here. We got Armory 1. Zaf Stronghold. Okay, I don't remember this one exactly. It was probably Destiny, to be honest. So Izuma Colony, I'm saying it correctly. That's probably going to be Witch from Mercury. All right, Gundam Dynamis. Hip Heavy. Ooh, Financier. Okay, I'm sorry. They gave her a little bit more right there. I'm gonna laugh a little bit there, but okay. I not a fan of her and her. I think it's her brother, right? Yeah. Well, don't care about them terribly too much. Exactly. Terrible. Well, there's a lot of terrible characters in Gundam 00. Like terrible in like a good way of hating, like not hating it, I would say, but like a good way of disliking them a lot because they're characters that were built to make you like you were meant to dislike them to begin with. So there you go. Gundam Banshee Unicorn Norn. Oh, Rosamia Bottom. I felt so bad. I feel bad for a lot of the cyber new types and stuff like that. But Rosamia and how she always sees Camille as her brother and stuff like that. For the longest time, because I did not watch Zeta Gundam when I had played the original Zeta, like when I played Zeta Gundam versus Zeta Gundam on the PS2, I thought Rosamia was Camille's brother, and it didn't help me that like Rosamia Badam was her last name, or Badam was her last name. So like Badam and Beaten, I think that they were brother and sister, and they were just like a different last name or something like that. That was a younger me though. But yeah, I was like, huh. I was a little bit surprised that they weren't. They weren't sisters, or brother sister at least. All right, we got Ride here. I thought there was blood on his face or what. I'm like, when did he get that bloodied? I don't recall. All right, we got our first repeat rare. We got the Curious Trans Am. Oh, and another repeat rare here with Graceful Demeanor. And we ended off with a resource for the Xiong here. Nice. Let's get this one at least sleeved up, and we'll get other sleeved up as well too. And here we are with our current board. So again, nothing really changed. Let's jump into our next pack. Ooh, I'm getting sleepy. It's tired. I'm tired. It is right now, turning 1 o'clock now. Whew. Alrighty then. Alright, let's see what we got Inspector with Gates Kappa. Destined Battle again, super cool artwork again. Hendry, Choo-Choo Zenny Trainer, Gadil, GN Armor Type E, Abalku, Lanceris, Gallus, Another Moment's Rest. Really like this artwork. It's probably one of my favorite non-rare, like common or uncommon artwork so far. It's really nice. I love the artwork on that one. I got Reza Barrel for our rare. And Will Gillum here for the Turn-A ship for our rare. And our final one, we got our first repeat resource here for Victory Gundam. Here we go again. Let's go and jump into our next pack. Oh no! I left that little headrest thingy. I'm like, I got scared. I'm like, did I hit a car? And I'm like, no, please, God, no. Nope, just the spine. Always throws me off a little bit. Anyways, here we go. All right, go to Alvator. Hein Wedenfro. Jamil's Gundam X. Is this going to be the Gundam X specifically from the war that he served under? Or is it just the Gundam X that he does pilot after Gerald goes into the Double X? Not sure. Borjarnon. There we go. Or the Zaku too. But I like how the Borjarnon family, so they found them, they'll call it after their family name. I thought it was always funny. Oh, cool. Gail Shan. All right, the Gion. I'm sorry, my brain's kind of like derping here. We got the Victory Gundam, and that's so cool. This is one of the coolest moments I thought when Victory Gundam, when like they did things with the core fighters that I thought was kind of like unique that we didn't see in previous other series or OVAs that deal with Gundams that have a core fighter, kind of like, you know, like the Unit 1 or GPO1 FB or GPO1, because it was not Zyphanus, if I'm saying its name correctly, and the original Gundam 2. But I thought this was so cool in Victory Gundam where it's like there's a couple of times where when Uso does like some crazy maneuvers or like survival things, like doing this, like separating from the Victory Gundam, the survive getting shot, basically. I was like, dude, that was such a crazy maneuver. Another one I think was like he like launched the upper body to slash at a was it a Zolra that he slashed? I can't remember. My eyes. Sorry about that. My eyes was stinging a little bit. I had oil in my eyes. Well, the oil from my eyes at least. Let's go ahead and continue from here. All right, we got Luminaria Hawk. Another moment of rest. Kapu! I love these guys. These are like really cute looking mobile suits. I know it's weird saying it's cute, but it is. It's good. The amphibious ones always look kind of like the frog cutesy kind of look kind of thing to me. And then it's got its little Gatling machine gun right there too with the claws. All right. Wow. I think this is the first card I've ever seen that is quite literally a mouthful, but that is because it is exactly just that. It is a very long name. It's Alial Sachez's AEU Enact Custom Moriali Development and Experiment Type. If I remember correctly, this might actually be... No, it's not before Sachez met with Setsuna. I'm sorry, my eyes. I'm trying to rub my eyes. Ow. Or it was like it probably at the very beginning when he confronts him at least. Let's go and check the next one here. And our next one here is the Gundam Lift for Thorn. And for our final one here, all right, we got Gundam Cures as our resource. Nice. Let's go ahead and get everything sleeved up here. Alrighty then. All right, and here is our board state. Again, nothing much has changed, unfortunately. Let's keep on moving. Oh, I am also fighting my exhaustion right now. But trust me, like if I was like, well, Bristol, why don't you stop and pause for right now and go open up like another day or another night? Like that's the thing that is like I don't know when's the next time I get a chance to open up stuff. So it's either I muscle through it or don't do it at all because man, I am so busy throughout the entire day. Even in the evenings, I get busy, so I'm like I don't have the opportunity to do anything really. So here's my opportunity. Let's take it. Moving on. All right, we got Soshiheim, Mako Trinity, the Gun Easy, Chief Falcon, Esperanza, Garma's Top, I don't know if I can read that, Financier, Banshee Norn, Romozami Bottom, Ride Marcenas, okay, there. Ooh, nice, Victory Gundam. That's kind of crazy. It has a little bit of that. Oh no, it's not ripple. I thought it was like a ripple effect. What is it doing? No, it's the tan spinning around. That's what it was. I'm like, what the heck is that? Trying to figure that out. All right, in our next one here, finally we got a hit again too. We got the Xiong LR. Very nice. It's crazy with the lines in the background too. Very, very nice. And final card in this pack. Cool. And we got the Gundam Virtue as well. Let's go and get things sleeved up. Here is our new board state. I did do some changes. I just moved things around just so I can accommodate having the Xiong here. And I did it in a way that kind of matches up to the original Gundam. So I got the final shooting with the Xiong on top. It makes absolute sense. It does. But if I had the token for Xiong's head, I would totally put that right above the original Gundam. All right. Let's go ahead. Open up our next pack. I believe we're almost more than halfway, or at least halfway through, I would assume. One of the two. Whoop. All right, got Michael Trinity, GM3, the Trinities, Industrial 7, 9th Tactical, Slegger, Gondola, Abalku, Kaplant, Hallelujah. I was going to say Hallelujah. I'm like, oh, no. We got Silver Bullet Repeat, and we got Suletta Repeat. That's ooh, we got a C+ here with the Penelope Resource. Very, very nice. Look at that. Love the detail of whenever we get the pluses. They're so, and LRs too. LRs have that nice little detail on them too. So very nice. Alright then, and here's our current board state here. I did do a little bit of a change up a little bit here, just so we can get everything fit into here. I might have to squeeze in a little bit more now. I now only have LRs up here, LR or higher on the board state. So we'll see if I will be needing any more space beyond that. I'm not too sure, but going into our next pack. All right, we got Hein again, Soche, Spiritual Support, Jaburo, Gundam Virtue, Saz, Aerial Rebuild, Ellen Saris. Turn A Gundam, okay, here, oh, not yet. Reformationist, Gundam Exia, Overwhelming Pressure, and our final card here. Oh, cool. Oh, it's a Destiny Gundam. Wow, I didn't realize the Destiny had that many, the vents, and then the tearing eyes. Let's get things sleeved up here. And here we go again. Let's go and jump right into this because we didn't really get anything new last pack here. We're into a lot of repeats. Not a whole lot of new stuff exactly, but it is what it is because after you get so many packs or into so many packs, whoops, oh no, I'm using these little toppers as tabs to keep count of how many I have. I believe we're on number 15 now because we got 10, double check, 2, 4, oh wait, no, 2, 4, this is number 16, if some of you are curious. It's like I have like a little, you can't see it on the other side here, but I have like the tabs themselves, so I like keep count. All right, Gadil, Esperanza, Izuma Colony. Here we go, something new here. The Doctress High Mobility Command Wise Wallaby. Looks like a wallaby. Hey, Gundam Throne Zyway. Finally, we're seeing some newer cards. Hey, and Nil! There you are, Nil. And she looks like she is just not having a fantastic day. And rightly so. Oh, Rosen Zulu. This is, oh my gosh, I can't remember his name, but it's the Garma clone, or there, Angelo Supper. I wonder if he, oh, obviously he should be in this set then. All right, Gundam Curios. We got Financier again. Heinz Goof Ignite. Very nice. Or something new. Oh, cool. Uso and him crying like crazy. I'm starting to feel bad because it makes me think about that one scene with, I mean, it's Gundam protagonists and their moms. That's all I gotta say. God, that one is the roughest one to watch. I remember that one, and it's like, oh. Oh. All right, our next card here. We get the Kikagero mobile suit mode in GQX, and I think that's the one that's with Shalia Bull, and that's supposed to be the Browbro, if I remember correctly. Whoa, and that's the Z Gundam. For some reason, it looked like it's a gaping mouth, but that's actually just the neckline, basically. Awesome, let's get everything sleeved up. All right, and here's our board seat. Not a whole lot there. We're now on to pack 17. I had to count the tops again just to figure out where I'm at. Cool beans. Oh no, I did it again. I'm so tired. I'm not thinking. I just tossed the top. Like, no, I need my counter. For those of you who don't know, I'm taking these packs and I'm just dropping them onto the floor, but not the tops. I keep the tops on the table. It's my counter. All right, here we go. All right, so we got the Agrisa, Spiritual Support, GM3, Backup, Armory 1, Izuma Colony, Fala, Sis, Gaplant, Turn A Gundam, Trinity Warship. Here we go. Okay, with the Reinforced Junior, nice. So we got one of the ships with the League Militaire. And then our next card, we got the G Gundam here, and it looks kind of menacing as it's just opening up like a door, basically. And our final card here, we got Turn A Gundam. Let's get everything sleeved up. All right, and here we go into pack number 18. We got some new cards, but not a whole lot. I'm wondering if we should pretty much in the territory where it's like it's struggling to, now we're trying to get any uncommons and above at that point. All right, so we know we got ourselves a token. Let's see what we get. All right, we start off with a Strike Team Bulwark. Fighting Alone again. Falcon, or G Falcon. Armory 1. Gundam Dynamis. I don't think we got this Gundam Dynamis, actually. Which is from Earth here. These are commons, and I'm surprised I haven't hit them yet. Ooh, cool. Indiscriminate Violence. I'm not saying cool about what's happening or not, but I'm like, cool, it's a new card. Wish for Mercury. That's what I'm trying to figure out too. Gundam Nautilus, Banshee Norn, Core Fighter. Oh yeah, it's probably the Victory Gundam for Core Fighter. Looking at it as well too. Nice. All right, so our first rare, we got the Gundam Airmaster Burst. Again, I've talked about it before. I didn't like Burst. Burst has too much going on for it. I didn't like it. Oh, nice. We got the cover for Phantom Aria here. We got the Unicorn Gundam Awakened LR. So nice. Yeah. Final card in the pack too. Let's see what we get. We got a regular resource. Oof. Let's get these guys sleeved up. Alrighty then, and here is our board state now. Made some room. I got the Unicorn Gundams right next to each other. Same thing with the Double X, and then of course all the other ones here with the final shooting with Xiong, and then we got the Neo Xiong, and then Penelope right here. And our only resource, our only plus so far, really, besides the LR plus. So I'm surprised I haven't really hit as much. I thought it would be a little more consistent, but who knows? We still got a handful more packs left. I believe there's 19, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. This is pack number 19. Which means we're down to our last 5. Here we go. All right, got Gundam Dynamis, Hip Heavy, Jaburo, Trinity. Ooh, finally, Shokyu from the Zanskar. I can't remember that one exactly. Might be the prototype one that oh, they don't even have him in here too. Oh my gosh, I forgot his name. Charclone. Oh, I can't remember on top of my head right now. I'm too tired. Gundam Dynamis, Kapu, Heinz Gufik Knight, Core Fighter. Oh, Gundam Throne Dre. I think we're only missing the other one too. I can't remember off the top of my head its name, but when I see it, well, I'll know it. Oh, dude, this is so cool. So we got Unit 108 and 109 for the gun cannons. That's going to be Kai and Hayato's gun cannons during... I can't remember it's only movie specific, because in the series, Kai and Hayato still pilot the gun cannon and gun tank respectively. In the movies, though, I think they got the second gun cannon unit. I know for at least the final battle of Barracuda. I can't remember if they got it during the battle for Solomon, though. I can't remember on top of my head. But very nice. This is super cool artwork, too. I really dig it. I'm not a huge fan of the gun cannon, but I do appreciate the artwork in this one, though. It's super cool looking with it. Looks like it might be fighting on a Barracuda. Might be. I'm not sure. All right. Our next card here. Well, I was asking for a plus, and I did get a plus. I got Reformationist U plus with Aeolia Shinberg. Nice. I do like the full art on this one here too. Pretty nice looking. Not the greatest of characters I cared about, but still really nice looking. And our final card in this pack here. Dude, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We got Xiong's head token. You see what I'm seeing? You see what I'm seeing? Give me a moment here. Let's get things sleeved up. And here is our current board state. Like I said, you guys saw what I said. There was a token. I had a funny feeling there was going to be a token. I was going to do that. This is awesome. All right, I think we're coming down the line here. I think we're on our last. Yeah, this is pack number 5 to last. So this is pack number 20. I'll double check that in a moment. All right, here we go. Come on, last few packs magics. We gotta get some bigger hits. Come on, come on. All right, so we got the Daughters, high mobility type. Gates, Tokawan. Gundam Virtue, Industrial 7. Luminaria's Gunner Zaku Warrior. Nice, something we don't have yet. Hey, DX Murasame, am I saying the name correctly? Good lord, she looks like she hasn't slept in like days. She's Earth Federation Cyber New type? Never seen her before. It has to be like G-Quacks or something like that. Psycho Gundam finally again. Hallelujah. Reformationist. Our first right here is Gundam Oh! Alright, this one might be another one of my favorites in the set. Encounter. We got Gundam and... Amuro and Lala. Very, very nice. Final card in this pack here. And we got the Banshee Norn. Let's get some cards sleeved up here. And here we are again. Board state, oopsies, I apologize, but board state again here. Maybe I should move it a little bit up or more. I didn't double check that, but I thought I wanted to throw the whole encounter one. It makes so much sense. Too bad I can't see the other two right here, but Penelope and Xiong. We are down to our last 4 packs. It has been a long video. I appreciate you all sticking around this long. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Let's jump into this 4th from last. Oh boy. Can we find some last pack magic? I don't know. But let's see. And let's see if we can find more stuff. Whoa. That is a kooky looking Humbrabi. Wow. That is really weird looking. I know it's GQX, but still, wow. Ooh, another flat, nice. Bajornar, Guneasy, Backup, Shokyu, GNX, nice, another new card here. Gundam, Rosamia, Throne Dray. Our first rare here is the Psycho Gundam Mark II, nice. And that's Rosamia that pilots this one here too. Sad story on that one. And for our next card here, oh, there we go. That's the last of the thrones. We got Gundam Throne Eins. And then for the final one in this pack, we got Destiny Gundam here. Let's get things sleeved up. And here is our current board. So again, nothing really changed from that last pack, but down to our 3rd to last pack. Oh boy. Can't believe it. I'm like, this has been a while since I've opened this many packs. So it's like, it's like a gauntlet. It is a gauntlet indeed. Some people like to rip through them and go crazy. Like as I always advocate, I like to take my time opening up my packs, relishing them and enjoying them basically, because it's not like, at least to me, not often enough where I can get stuff, you know. All right, so our next one up here, I got some of that pack dust, but we got Witches from Earth, Throne Zyway, oops, sorry, Destined Battle, Big Row, Sas, Ninth Tactical, Victor Gundam with a crazy dodge. We got Rosen Zulu, Indiscriminate Violence, GNX. Ooh, cool. Damage Control. Our next one here. Ooh, very nice. We got another one that's a pack cover on this one here too. Is the Victory Gundam. So we got between Victory Gundam and the Unicorn Gundam Awaken. I think the other two, I'm looking at this cover. I think one's like Turn A, and the other one's the Destiny Gundam. All right, sweet though, very nice. And our final card in the pack is the Xiong resource. All right, let's get things sleeved up. All right, I just changed up the board state again here too, just to get Victory Gundam on play. Not really a whole lot changing other than that. I had to take out the encounters because I'm trying to fit everything in here for the most part. But 2nd to last pack. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, oopsies. Well, I don't think it's gonna matter terribly too much over my little counters because we only have one more pack left. After this one, that is. All right, here we go. Let's see what we get here. Starting us off strong with Luminaria's Gunner Zaku, Warrior. Ooh, cool. Core Booster 5 and 6. Oh yeah, okay, so it's like, yeah, Slayer and say that. That's all like, wait a second. My brain's kind of dirty. Gundam Exia. Is that a different artwork from earlier that we saw? I can't remember. All right, Jamil's Gundam X. Michael Trinity. GM3. World Distortion. Finally, another new card here. Ali Alsace's Gross. Ride. Duix. Oh, that's so sweet. Kind-hearted. Oh my god, I forgot her name. Uso's little girlfriend, basically. And she's also technically the queen. Like, the queen, basically. Or not queen, it was like, yeah, it was like queen or princess, I can't remember. Okay. My brain derps for her name, though. Raise Up Barrel's Zaku Phantom, very nice. So another new card. And for the final off here, we have the Gundam Fire Rack. Let's get some things sleeved up. Final. I'm trying to like see if you guys can see everything here, but we're at the very end here. It's been a long video. I'm not gonna lie. As of filming this, I've hit the 2-hour mark, so I don't know how long the video is gonna be upon editing, but I'm at the 2-hour mark right now of actual filming. with some interruptions and stuff like that in between. We got our last pack here. All right, come on. Can we hit it off with something really big at the end? I'm hoping. Who knows? We'll see. All right, here we go. All right, we got Core Booster, Hambrabi, Anil, Hendre, Machine Doll, Zolot, World Distortion, Sword Impulse, Gondolova, Aerial Gundam Build. I think, all right, we're coming to the very end here. All right. First rare is Gundam Virtue Trans Am Mode. Final rare card or higher in the pack. At least for like amongst everything else besides the resource thing I got. All right, we got Loran Sayshak. Or Sayhak? Yeah, Sayhak. That was Sayshak. Yeah. Sayhak. It actually Sayhak. There's no C before hat. So, yeah, Sayhak. I gotta yawn. Alright, final card in the pack of the box. And we ended up with the Gundam Penelope. Oh boy. Alright, let's go and get things sleeved up here. Here we are. This is the final board set. I do apologize for the glare on a lot of my lights here. There's not much else I can do about that. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, that was 24 packs. I was so surprised that that's how the entire box and stuff. I think in the past with some of the single sleeve boosters I've opened up, I've done like 20 or 25, I can't remember. So it's like a little equivalent, almost like opening up of a box. But man, it is a gauntlet as always, especially just opening these packs. And just, I can't help but talk about Gundam when I do open up these ones, especially if it's a brand new set too. The only thing I would have to note about when opening up booster box, because again, this is my very first booster box opening. I'm a little bit disappointed, but at the same time too, it is what it is. I think the biggest disappointment was like I didn't get too many pluses. I was hoping to get an SP, but if I remember like reading it somewhere online or whatnot, like the SPs are seated like one of every 3 booster box in a case, so it's even rarer kind of a thing. Also, like it kind of reminds me, like I thought like by going with sleeve booster packs, like it's not common enough that you'll get them all completed. I'm thinking I'm still missing some rares, even in commons and uncommons. Funny enough, when they're saying that it's common, it's like not common enough. I am still missing quite a bit of the LRs too, but I did score some of them and some of the really cooler ones too, in my opinion. So can't be disappointed about that at all. I mean, overall, I had a fun time reminiscing about Gundam, talking about Gundam, and then just opening up packs and just getting some really, really cool stuff in general. So I can't be mad about that one. But yeah, if anything else, I'm really looking forward to the next upcoming sets for this, for the card game itself too. And then hopefully we'll find some more like fun things. Like hopefully they'll be accessible and easy to grab too. Not sure. We'll see, definitely. It is late. I am exhausted here. But if y'all have been sticking around with me for this long, I like to kindly ask y'all please like the video and subscribe to my channel. It greatly helped me out. And if anything else, until the next video, take care and may you be lucky with your pulls today. I know, I was. Oh yeah.